guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's been maybe a week or two since we've done this last. A few things have happened, so we wanted to take you guys around and see what's going on. So take a look.
Yeah, so here we are, guys. We're at our first Pure Muscle and Fitness location. And over the last months, we've been in lockdown, we've been in red zone. So we've been in a lockdown for the last, what has it been, 8 weeks or so?
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, and we weren't sure when it was going to be lifted. So that's sort of everything that's been going on over the last year is sort of what sparked the interest in us to open up the Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0. We're sort of in a transition period right now. We weren't expecting to be put back into a red zone here, which is just 10 people per hour. So as you can see, the gym is just full of equipment. The turf is taken over because we've been ordering equipment for our new location. So things are a bit of a disaster right now. We've bought a lot of pieces, like this piece here. If you come around this side, you'll see the Avenger. So we've got a lot of old school pieces. This is the Avenger seated row. And then you'll see over here, this is a Cybex. This is probably from the early 90s. So we brought in a ton of old school pieces and we're gonna be refurbishing them. Like these ones here right now are wrapped up. These are old Body Masters converging chest presses. We're sending those off to get redone. And behind that, you'll see the old Nautilus Pec Fly, which is on the original chain. So some really unique pieces that we're gonna be incorporating, because we wanna have the best of what's new and the best of what's old, but we want the old stuff to feel like it's new. So that's what's going on right now at this location. And I guess we'll sort of show you guys what is happening with Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0. It is actually, I'm sure some of you guys have guessed by now, but it's actually an extension of this location. And we sort of came about that because we figured if we're gonna be in red zone for the rest of the year here dealing with the pandemic, it's a good opportunity for us to be able to expand Pure Muscle and Fitness, increase our membership, and now we'll be able to facilitate double the amount of people per hour. There's gonna be 2 entrances over to Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0. And at the back here, so yeah, we're bringing in more pin loaded. Like we got the Hammer Strength, MTS, Isolateral.
Hey,
There's Frank.
Wow. Hey. Arrivederci.
This location here is 12,000 square feet. And there's gonna be a massive glass wall here. And this is going to enter you into Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0 key access if you have the upgraded membership. So we'll go over there and show you guys that. If you guys want to see more about the equipment here at Pure Muscle and Fitness, comment below, because we have so much unique equipment, and I mean that would take a whole nother video to go over different pieces we have, manufacturers like Atlantis and Panada. So there's all these different manufacturers we're partnered up with that we believe in and we believe are the highest quality, and that's why we choose them. But that would require it's completely separate own video. So let's head over to 2.0 and we'll show you guys how that's coming. Before we go over there though, feel this, Noah. I just want Noah to feel this before we head over.
The bench or the...
Yeah, this because it's the dual piece, the Hammer Strength stuff is not built like it used to be. It's just not. The quality of steel and stuff is way down. But this particular piece that's dual, feel it, Noah. It feels like the old generation Hammer Strength when you get in
Why
it.
is that?
It actually pushes wide. You know how the new one's so tight?
Yeah.
When you push, you're up and under it, and it pushes wide.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
It's like the old generation.
Yeah. How long have they had this one on?
They've had this, but no one gets it because it's an expensive dual motion
2 pieces,
piece.
Yeah.
And I like it because actually on the flip side, because it's longer, it actually has more length to it. And when you row, it actually feels different when you row too. It's like,
oh yeah, wow.
Right?
Yeah, there's more leverage.
Yeah, it's more leverage, it's longer.
Yeah, wow.
So it's unique.
Huh.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, but a lot of brands, they start off very high quality. The Hammer Strength's been around for years, but they get bought out by bigger companies, and the original person that made and designed it was probably a huge fan of equipment and mechanics, and then over the years it gets bought out by different companies, and who knows where it's manufactured now, and they're always looking at ways to increase profit margins, so the quality over 15 years gets less and less and less when it gets bought out by these bigger companies. So unfortunately, not all the Hammer Strength plate loaded is made like it used to be. But in saying that, the Hammer Strength MTS and their Hammer Select, like their pin loaded, is actually still very high quality. So we got a bunch of that. We still have the Hammer Strength plate loaded for variety, but you know, brands like Atlantis and Panada, as far as quality and mechanics, it's night and day. All right, so here we are at the entrance of Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0. We're gonna have two separate entrances for each gym. That gym over there is gonna remain 24 hours. This gym here is only gonna be open select hours. And when you go inside, we're gonna have a lounge. It's gonna be fully staffed, so you know the public's welcome to come in. We're gonna have a cool juice bar and stuff we'll show you guys. What did you say, Noah? Like 8 weeks? We haven't barely been training?
Oh, like I think probably twice in the last 8 weeks.
Yeah, because we've been so busy with everything going on. We're trying to get this ready. Hopefully it's gonna be ready in the next 5-6 weeks. We have not been training, so that's why you guys are probably not seeing too much of us in the gym. And if you did, you probably noticed that I'm probably about half the size I normally am. So that's why I wear my big blue here, because it makes me feel bigger than I actually am. Come inside. Here you guys can see that we're basically about 10 days away from opening. You know, all the finishes are really nice in here.
Yeah.
Right? We're going for a very we want it to be, what's the word you're looking
like look like garbage, but clean garbage.
Yeah, clean garbage. No, we're just kidding. No, we're still like 5-6 weeks away from opening. This is gonna be the last thing that's gonna be done here. When you guys walk in the front door here, this is gonna be a really cool lounge area where people can hang out and chill with like a big screen TV. And then you're gonna walk over here and Noah will show you guys sort of what's happening here.
Yeah. We did sort of like make a few different changes as we went along here. But we ended up adding another office here, which will be pretty cool. And this will be the countertop for the entrance. This will be where the smoothie bar is, some ready to go type meal stuff, protein shakes, pre-workouts, ready to go drinks. Also our supplements, merchandise. Will be something along lines in here type thing.
Yeah, and so over here, when you guys first walk in, so people that aren't members, you're gonna walk in, there's gonna be a cool lounge area, and if you wanna see reception, because you're here to see Jordan Shallows, the muscle doc, or you're here to see Taylor, or any one of our therapists, this hallway here is gonna be leading to offices for all the therapists. So that will be something cool that we can add to Pure Muscle and Fitness, because with their other location, you know, we're very limited. We only had one small office that everyone was sharing, so that's really cool.
Yeah, and the lounge space too, I think is gonna be really nice too for before the workout, after workout. You know, whether your girlfriend's waiting for you or your wife's waiting for you or vice versa, some place to just chill. Or if it's, you know, our trainers have clients, they can chill here, wait for their trainer to be ready. Just a pretty cool.
That's Taylor actually right there. Taylor works at the gym. It's one of our therapists. Where can people reach out to you?
I'd reach out to Tips by Tay, my Instagram, or through my website, tipsbytay.com. We can book in here anytime you guys want.
Cool. Who's that?
What do you think you're doing? Doing behind the scenes?
Whoa.
Okay, so as we're coming in here, it looks like they're actually starting to lay the floor.
That's great.
So the paint is like 85% complete. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's a totally different color scheme here. It's like all white with black accents. And we're gonna be incorporating like some black and actually walnut around the mirrors. So like 10 foot around the perimeter. It's gonna have a really cool look. It's hard to explain right now. You guys are probably like, what? Yeah. But when you see it, it's gonna be super cool. It's just gonna have a different feel. So that way, like, you know, for all you guys that shoot content or just like a different feel when you're working out, you're over on that side, we're blacking it out. So the whole place is gonna be black. It's gonna have a hardcore feel. Mm-hmm. And then boom, you come over here and it's a totally different atmosphere. We have all the windows at the top there. So if you're shooting content or you just want to work out in a different environment, all in one sort of building, you can get that. So it's gonna be pretty unique. And I guess something you can compare it to was like, you know, if you guys have been to Venice to Gold's Gym, they actually had like the two different rooms, which were both like their own gyms, but both had totally different feels. If you flip around, you'll see up there, so above the lounge area, that's actually going to be like just for staff and for us. And we're actually gonna do a podcast room up there. It's gonna be glassed. So if you guys remember like Hockey Night in Canada, Don Cherry type feel, you know, when they were doing their announcing, you could see like the hockey players playing in the background. Same idea here. It will be glass, so whoever the guest is, or if it's just us, it will be, you know, hitting the gym, and you guys will be able to see what's going on at Pure Muscle and Fitness 2.0. So that's going to be pretty cool. Because again, we don't have anywhere in our first location where all the staff and we can hang out, you know. So now you can come here, hang out for the day if you're working here. And it's a really good environment.
They're finally putting the floor down. It was a little bit of a delay on that because of restrictions with people being able to work through the lockdown. But yeah, so the paint's all pretty much done. So now they're working on the flooring here. I think what he was saying, the flooring was going to be done by the end of this month and the start of March. So that's pretty exciting. That will sort of polish things off a little bit. Wow, this is going to be nice once this all
it's going to be cool to see the contrast when this floor is actually laid, to see like the black, you know, all the black accents, the beams coming into the black floor.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got to paint the doors black. There's still lots that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And then if you guys look over there, that is the back of our other location that we showed you guys. As you can see here, the ceilings are like a good 3 or 4 feet taller. So that's why we have stairs here going into the other location. So people will be buzzing in there, a nice glass wall to come in and out, back and forth. And our current members can just keep the membership over there, and it's slightly cheaper. But if they want to have access to both, they can upgrade their membership.
That's a 24-hour one. This is a sort of business hours.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is business hours. I mean, we're still going to be open long hours here. We'll probably still be like 5:30 to like 12 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just, there's just too much going on. The location is too big to be 24 hours here.
Yeah.
You know, this entire location itself right here is 22,000, and we're 12,000 over there. But basically, you know, this back wall here is going to have the dumbbells on it. And then above it, there's going to be a really cool Pure Muscle and Fitness sign that we're playing with the idea of putting it on the back of like walnut with a black sign, and it having like sort of highlighting or illuminating, whatever you want to call it, like a backlit sign. So it's gonna be pretty cool. It'll be above the dumbbells with TVs below it. And then this area over here with the garage doors, eventually those bay doors are gonna be glass with more natural light coming in. Yeah. And this will be the leg area. So this will be like three power racks or half racks, leg presses, all the leg stuff here. So this is like hardcore.
The cool thing about that door is actually that's like ground level. So in the summertime, possibly
we
open
can
that
open
up
it
and, you know, do like walking lunges or do some stuff outside.
Yeah,
too.
maybe on nice days we have some specific equipment that we keep in the warehouse here, and maybe it's like we have a pathway where it's like, hey, it's a nice day out. We can move a bench press out there. We can move a couple pieces out there.
That would be
People can
pretty
work
cool.
out outside. You know, shoot some content. It's cool to work out in the sun.
Yeah.
It's something different, unique that, you know, you're not going to be able to do at most gyms. Back here, this is going to be like a nice, really cool black roll up, you know, steel garage door, and this is going to be the warehouse. We're still sort of like undetermined. I mean, in the future, it's probably going to be just for HD Muscle, but we are toying with the idea too of like possibly maybe distributing or carrying some gym lines, because, you know, we did buy up some gyms during this pandemic that closed. As you can see, it's loaded with equipment. A lot of it's pretty much all sold. It's just waiting for pickup. But yeah, we had a ton of cardio. It's all been clean and wrapped because it's ready for delivery. So yeah, we are talking with some brands about possibly doing some distribution, or, you know, we might save this space for that because we're super passionate about equipment too. But yeah, all this equipment here we came across. The cool thing about this equipment is that we're going to be able to, some of it we're going to be able to utilize. And, you know, I've been ordering a lot of equipment. You know, equipment takes a long time to order, and we're trying to open this gym sort of quickly so that we're able to facilitate more of the community, more of the members, get double the amount of people into Pure Muscle and Fitness. So we are able to open up this location, hopefully 5 weeks. It's not going to have all the equipment. Some of the equipment's rolling in. You guys saw a bunch of it on the turf over there. But by like mid-April, all of our equipment will be rolling in, and we'll be able to sell all this off. I'll show you guys the dumbbells. So this is a sample they sent us. So you can see, and what I like about it, that's a 40-pound dumbbell, so it's very dense. You look at your standard 45, these are actually iron grip. They're a very good dumbbell as well. We're gonna be selling those, but we'll use them temporarily so we can open. But this dumbbell here, same weight, but you can see how much smaller it is, dense. It's a solid piece of steel, very cool. And if you notice the symbol, the 40 pounds, so as I curl up, it rotates around, and it's always facing you. Right, so even if I go up like this, It's always facing. So it's really cool. So those will be branded with Pure Muscle and Fitness on them. So they spin around. Always looking for, you know, ways that we can be different and offer the best of the best. So that was something we both agreed on that would sort of set us apart, because I don't think anybody in Canada has those.
Yeah, those are seeing everything unfold, like sort of having something in your mind, you know, like a vision, and so just seeing the.
Yeah, I think it's like creating something that's unique, that's yours, that like hasn't been done, or, you know, it's, I think we like seeing the community and people come together. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to bring like people from around the world. Like the Toronto Pro was on last year, 2020. And we were so excited to be like, oh my gosh, this is the first year the Toronto Pro's on. We're gonna be the go-to spot where everyone's gonna wanna come to see all these pros and stuff. And then the pandemic hit, so we couldn't really do it. So it's really cool to see people come together and enjoy something that we both created that came from our ideas and vision.
I'm excited for, like, you know, when things get to some sort of normality in like 6 months, 9 months, and having all those people come and check out all the work that's been happening over the last, you know, 1 or 2 years. You know, everything's been sort of building up, right? So
just like, you just don't know what the future holds, and it's sort of like, you know, we built this, and it was pretty crazy, because I remember when we opened the first location there, and Noah mentioned, he was like, wouldn't it be so crazy if like next door there's an opportunity, we can expand the gym. And at that time we were just like, yeah, that was great, but it was wishful thinking, because the business that was here was like flourishing. They were killing it. It was a children's rock climbing place. They were packed every weekend, every day they were packed. Yeah. And then it's like, you know, the pandemic hit, and unfortunately for them, they weren't able to get through that time, but it provided us an opportunity for something that we envisioned and we were like sort of hopeful about.
And it came to life.
Yeah, it presented itself, and we were like, okay. You know, most people I think would be scared during this time to jump and take that sort of jump to do that, because it's a big risk. But anything we've ever done, we have a lot of passion about, we believe in it. And I think with the amount of passion and just, you know, that we have for doing what we're doing and loving what we're doing, no matter what the outcome, we know it's gonna work.
And there's like a lot of great people in our circle that are all believe the same thing we do, and they're all pushing the same.
So we have an amazing support system, and I think like just as much as we believe in each other, I think like, you know, our friends like Cody, like Antoine, like Frank, like the list goes on. There's so many people, right? But all these people, like, I think believe in us just as much as we believe in ourselves. So I think just all this energy from all the people that are involved.
Big support system.
Yeah, big support system. Just, you know, we just have this confidence knowing that whatever we put our time and energy and passion into is going to be special. That makes sense.